Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming. I'm Dell and you join me here in From the Depths Designer, and I'm on the flight director's chair, the flight boss's chair for our carrier. So we're looking out on the flight deck at the moment. So yeah, we've got the ships I've made. Only a few minor changes for stability and a few other bits and pieces. I've had to use a lot of stabilizers. The biggest problem I found was when these guns start firing, their recoil was so much that was tipping them over. So I've put recoil barrels onto the guns to reduce the recoil, reduce their range a little bit, so they only start firing at around 550. They were firing a little too far away, so 550 seems to be fine. Put a few more stabilizers and bits and pieces in, but you know, the recoil helped a lot. So what is our plan today? Right, first of all, if you just want to skip to the relevant parts, I'll put time codes down below for the various items we're working on. So, but other than that, the basic idea today is to get ships docked on this and repairing, and looking at docking in general. How we can use it, how we can make them be a bit more intelligent if possible. Some of this I haven't tried or tested, so we're a little bit in the blue on this. We're going to need some ships as well to act as test subjects, and also we're going to test the one of the biggest problems I've had with docking systems is when they come back, in working out what is the best angles, etc., for the ships to come back at. Now, we got our little repair bay here, which is going to be a repair bay. Eventually, when I get some smaller ships, we'll have the dock ships, but I will have some of these smaller ships being spawned on the runway here in our little docking bay, our little repair bay. Might have to change the size or something of it a little bit, but being here and then being launched out. But we'll look at that possibly as a later addition. I've got to build the small ships first. We're going to do this with the big drones first. So if we go into build mode first, and we won't worry about the mirror line at the moment. So we've got a number of ships. Let's have a look at the ships we're going to bring into this. So if we start with the Seadart, I think will be our first one, which is a fast fighter. As you can see, it's actually quite large. It's not a small ship. So let's see where we're going to dock that. So, but it's a fast. It takes off quickly and stays high. It's going to be at our close support. So what about if we put that up here at the back? So what we would do is miscellaneous. Now, one thing we've got here is, do we want these covered or open? Now, I'm sort of feeling that we don't want these being destroyed by accident or any other reason. So you might want to put them in somewhere where they are covered from being destroyed. So we've got a choice of either putting them inside the actual body of the ship. Now that means when the ship docks, it's going to dock about level. Basically, it depends where the docking station is. Sort of roughly in this sort of level, rather than being on the docking station. But that also does keep them well away from us. Or we can put them, say, around the back. Okay, let's try this. Let's put them, take a little bit of this away, and they'll be a little bit exposed, but we'll put them there. So it's on the back a little bit, but not inside. And then we can put something in here just to give a little bit of protection. There we go. So now let's see, docking. Now I'll put a blocks up on the top in a bit. Right, so we want the dart, and we select this vehicle, and we're just going to start with it plenty away, and we just turn it on, and it should get drawn into position here. eventually we can see it trying to be pulled over. Now you've got to allow it's unstably being brought over. Right, we'll bring that in a little closer. Let's say we bring it into about 40. Let's see how that is. Right, now we need to turn it in the right direction. So if I turn it, no, that's the wrong way. So that one, minus 90, we now see it's in the right direction. And we'll give it a little upward tilt. Say a 20 degree. So that when it launches, it will launch 30 degree, no, we'll make it 20 degree. It launches straight up a little bit. Now we can go a little closer. Right, okay, now this is where it gets a little confusing with the safe distances. And it's certainly not something which is easy to do. Now, one thing is we can see the size of this ship compared to our little carrier. It's not small, you know. It's only just, it's not quite keeping buoyant with us. So when we have to be careful is when this comes back to be docked with us, we've got to make sure it doesn't basically half destroy us, especially when we've got two. So 25, 90, 20. Right, so now what we're going to do is to spawn in another one to do on the opposite side. Load a vehicle, Seadart, Seadart, load Seadart. Resume, and we're going to do the same, but first of all we're going to do the same settings, and then we're going to watch how it comes in. So 25, 90, 20. So 25, now this time it's going to be 90 and 20, because it's facing the opposite direction. Right, now 200. Now this is going to be the key bit. What happens, so over there, which direction does this start to come into our into us? Right, it's coming in, let's see, over there, and then coming in. Now we mostly want these coming in from the rear instead. So let's release him. And can we go the opposite way? No, we can't. So we're going to set 5 degrees so it comes in straight. Alright, where's he gone to? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's gone somewhere. Okay, let's just try bringing him in again. On. So we can't have this coming straight in. Wait, now this would be the interesting one. You see how he's coming in from that direction? And this is sometimes where the problems start happening. In that, is he, oh no, he is going to go around. Is he going to go around? Because the 200 meters, he is going around to the safe point, which is the 5. And that's the key. You've got to make sure that that safe distance is far enough away that in a circle, when he's going around, he's not going to collide with anyone else. Okay, he needs to go, that needs to go up a little bit, so that's obviously minus 20. On E is minus 20. There we go. Now we could obviously bring these in. Now we've got some. The other things is repair tentacles. We obviously want to repair these. Now I've got a few repair tentacles in the inside here, and we'll add some more in and also on the deck. That'll be more than enough to repair any ship that's within a reasonable range. Now I could bring these in closer, but I'm not going to do that for the moment. Right, the other bit is control blocks, because we have to have control blocks. Everything must be control blocks. Right, so now a simple one for our control blocks is simply, if we wanted to keep these as they launch straight away, no matter what, then we can just say as soon as the enemy range is within 2000, then launch the docking stations, release all the signs, and we'll put the range to just be about 4. I'm putting it 4, even though you might think, oh, it's only 1. The actual release point seems to be the centre of the block, not the end point from previous testing. So you have to be a bit careful with that. You might find it's not quite where you expected it. Here, docking stations recall. So we could say, and the reverse is, if enemy range is larger than 2000, then recall them. Other bits we can do with these control blocks. We could say, right, we only want it if an enemy gets close to me. So we could set the release at 1000. That means they'll be held here until we get within 1000, then it releases them. That's possibly a good idea, you know, especially if there were more defence-based aircraft. If you were creating some fighter aircraft which were primarily designed to defend yourself, rather than anything else. Okay, bits we can't do. Or I'm doing a test, but I don't think it's possible. If doing this based upon vehicle health, we cannot tell what the vehicle health is of the remote vehicle. It would be nice, to be frankly honest, if in this vehicle I could put a control block that says if my damage, and I'm going to try it, but I do not think this will work at all. So if I put a control block in here as an example, we'll put it here in here, which was if vehicle health is smaller than say 0.9, 90%, then docking station recall. That would be nice, except I don't think it's going to work because that's on itself and it has no docking station, which is, you know, just not right. It's the opposite way around. But that's the way I would love it to work. I'd love it for this system to vary, you know, to pull itself back into the dock if, you know, things got out of control for whatever reason, it got damaged. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, okay, how this also works is if I go into here and take these Seadarts out of game, fine, you know, they are there quite happily. And they'd be moving around. You can see they're actually going down there. You know, unfortunately, they're falling down. But if we now bring them back in, oops, go to here and bring them back into the game. They are brought back in, and is my control block on? Yes, you can see they are actually coming back to be docked. Or should be. They should be trying to catch up. Now the docking process isn't very fast. You can see that the speed that he's bringing those in at, and I might just want to see, this one's coming in quite nicely because it's coming in from behind. That one's coming, but I might have it just come in straight from the side. Say approach elevation, approach azimuth 5. So elevation, I haven't worked out what the approach elevation is. That one's coming in. Yep, he did come in. I thought he was going to crash there. When they get a little close, it's gets a little dodgy. Right, we're just going to have a quick play before we go with approach elevation. See what that. So we've already worked out the approach azimuth is, but only one direction, is this angle here, this 90-degree arc, or in this one it's that arc. So we could actually make this one come in from behind, but we're going to set them all to 5 degrees, so it's going to come in from 5 degrees behind. Now let's have a play with the azimuth control. So if I let this one go off, oops, I'm going to need to have a word with my control blocks. Mr. Control Blocks, don't do anything, thank you. And don't do anything. So they're not active now. So I'm in control. Right, off. Right, go in your merry way. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, there he's off. He's off. So he's off fighting the bad guys. Now, if we now put him back with this 30-degree elevation, let's see where it is. So he should come in to within 200 meters of the craft. Then zip around to the control point, and I want to see what the azimuth does. Now, it's still, to be frankly honest, seems to be coming in fairly level. I didn't see much of a difference there. Right, let's turn this off again. Okay, let's try 90 degrees. what's our range? We can go from 5 to 90 degrees. Let's try 90 degrees then, shall we this time? So he's jetted off. And then we turn on. Yes, we're testing these. We've got to know what these things do. Do they have an effect? Do they make a blind bit of difference? Okay, so he's coming in. He's coming in nicely. There we go. So 90 degrees you would expect to be straight up. But oh no, you can see, oh, can you see how close that was there? That he came in on that direction just there, so straight ahead. So that's defining actually the left-right. That's that elevation. So set that to 5 there, and we're going to set, this may cause a crash, but I'm going to set this to 90. Let's release him again. So that seemed to suggest that it was actually 90 degrees over that way from the point. So the elevation was actually this angle. Okay, let's see what we've got. So I've now set that to 5. On. Dun, 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 dun. Now when we've got multiple ships, we've got to allow that these could be coming in from any direction. So we're going to see what's happening. So he's being dragged in, and from a very far away as well. So he's come in, and now he's sort of having a bit of a quandary as to where the hell he's going. Is he going up? Is he going down? Is he going left, right? I don't quite know. He seems to be, he's trying to go up by the looks of it, and over the top, which is good. And now he's coming down. Excellent. Okay, that sort of worked. I don't mind that. So the azimuth. See, I think these are the wrong way round. If I put this in the wrong way round, that's the other possibility. Is when I created this, did I put it in on its side? Let's put another one down here, which is the right way around, and compare. No, it's just the correct way around. But they seem to be the wrong way around. So one thing to be aware of. So if I change, it seems like the azimuth is up and down, and the elevations left and right. Let's try it on this one. So we're going to do azimuth at 90. And we're going to set the elevation at 5, 200 meters. And so we're going to just let this one off as well. We're going to let both of them off the leash. So they've both gone off. Having a little, give them a little bit of a wander around, just to give them a bit of fun. They potentially would like that. Out in here, they're flying around, having a bit of fun, fighting the enemy, etc. And then the big daddy says, come back home. Playtime is over, come back in. Number 9, your time is up. Number 9, your time is up. Number 6, are you actually in trouble? Old ones are the best. Okay, so this one is, let's see these come in. So we have, he's coming in quite nicely, I'm hoping. Yeah, that came in just perfect. Now the other one's coming in at a weird angle. Let's see where we go. So he's got to get to his 200, and that I would not be happy at, to be frankly honest. So what that's saying is this 5. So okay, let's equate that through to these settings. So 5 and 90. How the hell did that work out at 90? Is that saying that approaching from... Right, okay, I'm going to reset some of these settings. 90, 90. I want to see what happens. And this one 5, 5. See what happens, see what the difference is. So there's some weirdnesses there here, which... I'm going to change this one around to 590 off. You can go off as well. Go on, go play, go play, go play with your friends. Because that came in almost like straight on the back. If there was another ship to dock here, it would have crashed straight into it and destroyed it. So what I would like to be able to say is, right, it would go high and come in at a, you know, you'd set almost like an ILS path, and the ship aims for the ILS point, which is 200 meters away at a particular height, and then gets pulled in along that. But it doesn't seem to work that way. It seems to have some sort of other thing. Oh, he's coming over to say hello. Okay, right. Seeing as you're in some unusual positions, let's see about pulling you both back in. On. And on. Right, so you're coming in there, and you're coming. Now you're Hey, that was a little worrying there for a second. I didn't see any sort of change in elevation, and this one was set to 1990, so he's just come in straight, so it seems from behind. Certainly it's not obvious as to how these affect the angle coming in. It seems to just decide itself, which is where we're going to have a problem, and we're just going to have to see how it works, because at this moment, unless I'm missing something, I can't logically see what is the difference between the I had it on 90 between the two settings. Is it an angle, a safe angle, so it's saying, right, 5 degrees from where this is pointing it is safe to come in at, or is it saying that, okay, it's a larger angle, a 90-degree cone effect? I just can't see the rationale for this. Let's let these get into a slightly weird position. So let them get off a little bit. They're coming back in to say hello. Hello, guys. Luckily, they're not trying to collide. Right, okay, so let's put in, get these guys to join up again. So that one, let's see how he comes in. He's coming in. Let's get into a nice position so I can see. Right, he's attaining the elevation, etc. we need. And he's coming in quite nicely. So he seemed to go to that 5-5 point out there. So that would make sense. That would make sense. Right, so let's try it with this. So according to this, it's a 5-degree cone directly out there, 200 meters away. That's the way I'm expecting. But he seems to be coming in at, yes, he's going to collide. He's going to go straight through us. Look at that. Yeah, and that's where it all just, to try and get to that 200 point. He's going over there. Where's he going to now? Now he's going, where the hell is he going now? He's going down there, then back. Excuse me, where are you going? ILS path's over there. I have no idea where you're going. Well, that makes no sense. And you rammed into us. Are you stupid, sir? Are you stupid? And you can't even get back? Oh, right, let's turn you off and turn you on again. Let's see if that works. No, is that not working still? Is he trying to get in? Is it a matter of just can't catch up? We're going fairly slow, we're only going 10, so we're not fast. Is he getting there eventually? Is he going to come in now? Okay, finally he comes in. No, he's gone out again. Come on. Come on, boy. Heel. Come by. he's certainly having a problem connecting. He does not want to connect with us. Okay, we'll do this one. So let's say elevation is, let's set this one at a 45. I just want to try something on here, but azimuth has got to be 5. Oops. Turn that one off. So this one, yeah, he's just not wanting to connect. He's not wanting to play with us anymore. He doesn't want to say hello anymore. He's just like off there. Go away then, see if I care. Go and play your friend. You don't want to come home. He's saying, no, I want to stay out there and play. I don't want to come back and be told what to do. I want to go stay out there and play. Right, okay, we'll bring him back one more time. So that other one, let's see which way they go. See if he's going to try and come straight through us. I set his elevation quite high. So now, okay, he's coming around. This one coming straight in. He's come straight in this time. This one's having a little bit of a problem. Right, approach elevation we'll set at 45 because that seemed to work okay, and we'll turn it off for a second. There we go. So is this other one actually finally coming in? No, he's having a few problems trying to lock in to the approach vector. But he's going nice and high. Now I don't know whether that is because of that 45 degree, but that seems to be coming in very nicely. Okay, that's coming in. Let's see if this guy can do the same, because I'd rather them come in high, and I'm actually just setting him at, yeah, we'll leave him at 200. Okay, once these are in, I might tilt them up just a little bit more. I'm going to set them at a 30-degree tilt. Gives me a bit more room, and then we'll look at the next one. So, how about if we have the Harriers? The Harriers. Now, what I've got an inkling for is having them sort of on the flight deck. First of all, let's see how big these buggers are, because I'm guessing, yeah, they're quite large. Right. So, if we had them, we've also got to work out where their origin points are, so that they don't launch. Now we've got two choices, or we can put the controller under the deck. So if we wanted to have them underneath, we could say, right, one at the front here, and we'd have to basically maybe somewhere like, let's see, where should we go? If we just put it one at the front here, just to the side. Let's get this orientated first. There we go, and then we can see where we've got a opportunity to put it in. It's a bit tight in here now, as you can see. There's a lot of stuff around here in the way. Now we can either make a hole here and into the decking above a little bit, and then we can have it come in into this position. Yeah, that might work. So let's say we have, and he's quite big, so let's see what's below here. All right, anything vital? There's an engine there. Okay, there's a spot just there, so just be slightly the other side of that. Oops, just in there. Right, let's see how that looks if we pull him in. So we'll pull him in, see Harrier, select this vehicle, on. Now I'm going to just take the Seadarts out, just there we go. Oops, I've taken the carrier out. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take out the darts, not the heart. Okay, that's better. Right, where's that sea carrier? Where's that carrier? Oh, he's coming in a bit vertically. He's coming in a bit vertical there. Right, so we can no, that's not looking good. It's not looking good. He's on his side, so we can't do it that way. Okay, so we're going to have to do it the more traditional way. Okay, so we'll put these blocks back the way they were. Are we? That there, and the rubber on the deck. There we go. Right, now what we can do now, luckily these have got quite a long docking range, so we could do it this way. Docking station. Point it this way, and we'll just set this first one to be, might need a bit of height here actually. Let's see. It depends on the origin. Now try to keep it up a couple on the origin blocks. So what we'll do is take that one out and put some wooden blocks in here just to give me a bit of height. I'll sort it out maybe a little bit later, and then get our docking station in. Make sure it's the right way around. Put it on top of that block. There we go. Right, so we'll get our Sea Harrier, select it, turn it on. Let's see how that comes in. Dum, dum, dum. It's coming in a bit low. I think I'm going to increase the elevation on that. It's got 30. Safe distance has got to be 200 as well. So let's see. Well, let's just release that again. Off. Right, let it fly off for a bit, and then turn it back on again. Right, okay. So, how are you doing, dude? How are you going to come in? How are you going to come in? Let's see. Let's see. Come on. He's trying to lock on. He's trying to lock onto the approach vector. I'm guessing. He's taking his time. Now, one thing we've got to allow on here, we can see the angle, the ship, because my ship is not necessarily that stable. It's not going to lock it perfectly in place, and that ship is a lot bigger than I remember. So we can have one of them. I was hoping to have two. So we might do, we'll push him out a little bit further. Okay, let's see how close we can get him without crashing. 10. We could go back a little bit more than that. Say 9. And then the other one we could have, let's say, start here. So let's just see how far. Yeah, he's a bit bigger than I remember. Okay, so let's see if we push that out now to 49, and also my carrier's not as big as I remember as I was expecting. So okay, we can push him out there. Now his origin block's actually very low, so I could actually put these lower. Don't have to be quite so high. So okay, let's try another one. So they're there, or we can put these Harriers. Okay, let's just try a different ship. Let's turn that one off. Let him go out, and that was supposed to be 49. Oh, well, we'll just say at 50. There we go. Right, let's try a different one of the other ships. Right, what's the other ship? Now we had another vehicle, which is the SwordFish. I like the SwordFish. I like the SwordFish, so I definitely want SwordFishes in here. They've got big ass torpedoes, and I like big ass torpedoes and missiles and stuff. So we're definitely going to have a SwordFish or two, I think, on here. And let's see how big they are. So as you can see, they're quite big as well. So you can see what I was saying in a previous video, in that a carrier vehicle would have to be monstrous to hold all of these ships, and we're all. This is a 5,000, which isn't massive. could be a lot bigger. It's actually not too bad for 5,000 actually. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger. But you can see how big a real carrier is going to be. A real carrier to carry 8 of these planes on runways would have to be something, nearer. I'm thinking we're heading towards 20,000. So anyway, let's bring that down. We're going to set that to 10. Yeah, I like that. Now let's see what happens when he releases. Make sure he releases properly. Drags a little bit. Oh, he's dragging a bit. He's dragging a bit. Yeah. I think he'll be launching off the side. I think. I don't think that one's going to launch very well from that position. Let's see how the Harriers does. So that's our other problem. So let's bring the Harrier in. Hopefully it doesn't destroy half the ship. Come on, come on. Come in nicely. Don't destroy the ship. We're going to put these down to 5. Actually, I'm going to put these both down to 5. I want to see how that does. Come on. Come in. Come on. You know you can do it. Come on. Don't be scared. Oh, he's shy. He doesn't want to come in. Come on. Come on over. Come on over. Okay, so the swordfish have a takeoff issue by the looks of it. I'll have to just check to make sure he's on. They're on the correct item. Yeah, they are on combat, so it wasn't that. It was just he's not very good at landing, and this Sea Harrier does not want to come in. He does not want to come in to play. He's being hesitant, to say the least. Set the azimuth on him a little bit, just to put him at a -10, just to give him a slight nose up attitude. That's the other thing I could do with the Vulture, is when they come in, is almost have them vertically. But what I think I'll do with the Vulture is we'll have them come in, maybe, they're not a fast ship, but maybe below the Seadarts, somewhere around here. So we need to find a spot to put them. Near the missile system. There's a sort of semi-convenient spot right above the ammo barrels. Yes, why not? Right above the ruddy ammo barrels. That makes perfect sense to put them there. Of course, you know, there's only an ammo barrel. If it gets blown up, I think docking will be the last of our worries, really. So yeah, I think that will be fine. If this gets destroyed, I'm really not going to be worried about whether the swordfish gets to dock. You know, I think all in all, I'll have bigger things to worry about. Have you docked yet? Look, this hasn't docked. Right, is that right way up? Yep. Let's go back into where that was. Doesn't want. It's obviously because of that there. So I just have to take off one elevator. Leave my elevator alone. Yes, I'm almost as bad as Scroat with film references. Right, so okay, you're going to come in. Let's see that. We're going to grab the swordfish. Now, obviously, when I save these positions aren't going to remain like this. Okay, let's give it a bit of range. Turn it in. Give it. Now we'll set it at a 0. Actually, there on that. Range at 200. How close can we get? That's most probably close enough. 20 meters. Yeah, I think 20 meters is close. You can see how. Yeah, Yeah, I think that's fairly close. I think we'll put it out to 25 just to be on the safe side. And 5 and 5 and 200. Or we'll set that at 10. He's gone out for another work at it by the looks of it. But he's coming back in, coming back in. There we go. There we go. No. No, didn't like trying to do that. Right, we'll set the other one to be the same. Just in readiness. So 25. That's 10. 200. Azimuth is going to be that way. And then what we're simply going to do is create a couple of control blocks which just simply control simplified this one range 4 docking station. We're cool if the enemy is over 2000. And this one is going to be the reverse. If the enemy range is less than 2000, these are going to be long. These are long range bombers. Okay, 2000 there. Effect range 4. Docking station. Release. So as soon as it's within 2000, these puppies will release. Oh, it got in there eventually. The Harrier, on the other hand, is not wanting. Right, let's just try increasing this. See if that helps in any way. He doesn't. At the moment, he doesn't want to think. Oh, yeah, no, that didn't help. In actual fact, that's caused more problems. That's not good. That's not good. No, no. We'll put that back to 5. I'll then put that up there as well. Let's get him. Let's let him dock well in front of the ship for a moment. Right. I want you docking up there somewhere. Okay. Are you going to manage that? Okay, you did manage it there. Right, now let's bring you back to the unsafe point there. And we'll make that 10. Make that 20. Make that 7. I'll release you. Will you take off? No. Again, he doesn't like trying to take off. Left half of himself on the ship. We're going to have to give him a little bit more help, I think, on that there, just to help him with the docking. So that's obviously a big problem with the other thing, with docking them on the runway. So it's all nice ideas in practice, not wanting to work. Okay, so let's see if this Harrier will come back in this time. Always coming in from this side this time. Oh no, that's the. And he's not wanting to dock. So none of them are wanting to dock properly at the moment. They seem to be bumbling around trying to get into a docking position. Oh, the Harrier's coming in. Harrier's coming in. Oh, it came in this time. Okay, let's see if with the 10 degree, see if we can get a good launch this time. Let's back off. And 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, that launched. Now, I was just looking at this. Something I could possibly do is put some more rubber on the front. I think what did it is it hit this wood here. So I put a bit more rubber down the center here, just as a protection for takeoff vehicles. That might, because the rubber doesn't do damage, or does less damage anyway. Let's see if that improves. That might just help them on the takeoff. He's still having a problem coming in. Okay, let's get another swordfish, and we'll put that into the other docking area. Where did it go? So I want to see them now all docked. Select this vehicle on. Okay, so they're all trying to dock, and now we'll do one more Harrier. Way! Having a bit of a problem there. Having a bit of a debate. So he docked okay that time. Let's see what his settings were. Were his settings any different? 510. 510, 25. That's like, no, he seems to be okay. Okay, so what have we left with? We need one more Sea Harrier. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this. Now the only problem I can see with the Sea Harrier is that's going to come straight over the top of that when it does finally come in, and we're going to have to just go with that. The other Harrier will be slightly offset here, and we will dock the other Sea Harrier, select, and he's going to be out about 55. Angle hold elevation was about 20 degrees, 5, 10 and 200 meters on. Let's see if that pulls him in nicely or not, as the case may be. So now it's a problem, but at the same time, you know, we'll put these on automatic as well, these particular ones. So activate if enemy range is larger than 2000. Recall, and this one activate if enemy range. I'm going to keep using smaller, so only when it's within 1000, just as a close-in support vehicle. So okay, let's see all of these little puppies try to come back into position, and you as well. So we need a couple of control blocks in here. We'll need a automated control block. Now one thing I was just actually thinking here is we could say have a general, I've got some control blocks here, which is just, some of them are for the shields, but I could reduce some of the control blocks by saying, right, having them all identical. Start those words again, because that was not very good English. To say the least. I could have one which has an unlimited range, and then everybody with it, all control blocks in that range, would automatically be set to activate. So just one control block set up identically like this to recall everything when it's 2000. Docking stations, recall, and this one will set, I'm setting the limit a little bit higher because I think these are a little bit further away. Right, docking stations, release if enemy range is smaller than, say, we'll set this to 1500. These are our close in, no, yeah, let's say 1500. I'm hearing some collisions out there. Yes, things seems to have gone to pot. Well, the Harriers are in position, but we certainly lost some height there for some reason, and I'm guessing it's when one of these was coming in, it collided with the other one. Yeah, you can see there's a fair bit of damage on this little puppy somewhere. Yeah. Yes, he's quite badly damaged. And why is he at a weird angle? Why is he at a weird angle? Don't know. It's just weird. Stop being at a weird angle. I'm telling you now. Not happy with the weird. Oh no, he's leveled out now. Okay, so One swordfish in okay, other swordfish over here not wanting to get into position. Harriers are in position. We'll just bring in that dart. This one here could go back a little bit. Just bring him back in a tad. Should we say 45 instead? See if 40, that's too close. It's close, but hey, that's going to be fun. Getting them to work. Right, we'll just bring in the Seadarts. Let them be brought back in as well. So this is the flight director's view. And what have we got left is the Vultures. 2 SeaVultures. Well, let's see where we can put those. So again, they have a big ship, SeaVulture. So where are we going to put the Vultures? Now they're our heavy bomber. Big ass bombs. Now I could put them somewhere below here, potentially. Now I'm just going to put this carrier on fleet move, so it'll head back to the main starting point. For some reason it's heading, God knows where. It's heading off. Okay, is that Vulture finally sort of decided? It's not quite. It's sort of there, but it's having a problem. But it's close enough for it to have effectively worked. The Seadarts. Let's have a look at the map. Where are the Seadarts? The Seadarts are being dragged in, but it's a bit slow for them. They will get here. They may get dragged across the this area here. Okay. Now, one other good thing about that range thing on the recall that I just thought about, but I'll talk about that later. Oh, is he finally docked? No, he didn't dock. He didn't dock. Almost docked. Almost docked. Right. Okay. Vulture, bomber. Right. Okay. So we can give these a little bit of an angle. Where are we going to put these bombers? Now the bomber, we could, there's nothing to say we have to have them on top. We could have them below, down here, so that they actually have a couple of downward facing ones, or just under here, a little docking station from below. As I say, it's nothing to say we have to have them on the top. Let's see. Where could we put these? I'm having a quandary. I could put them behind. Yeah, let's have a look on that. Let's have a. Although they don't interfere with those, but let's see if we have some space inside here somewhere. Yes, we do. We can have them trailing behind. So they just trail behind here. We could put them just straight in there, straight behind. That's a possibility. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. So they're going to be reversed. Now, I don't think, can we, I'm going to use one of these as a test. Let's use this one as a test. Can we make it turn totally the opposite direction? Q. And if I now say that way, yes, we can. Okay, so let's go in here. And we're going to put a couple, basically just pointing it backwards from here somewhere. Maybe on the top. Maybe if I, whoops, wrong way. If I take out a bit of this. Now I've got to make sure they're not too close to those so they don't get affected by those ones. There we go. And we'll get our docking stations. Having one of those moments, as I sometimes do, or sometimes I very often do. Right, we'll put our control blocks in here as well while we're doing it, and then we'll potentially, I think what we'll do is we'll change those. put that one back in, and then we'll put some blocks, metal. Use these new sloped 4, which I do like. I do like these new four block slopes. They're quite useful. And then we'll put a couple of bits of metal in here. We'll set up the 2 control blocks straight away. So this one, effective range, we'll just set it 4. If enemy range is larger than 2000, then docking station recall, and then we just need to do this next one. So that's that one. Okay, so this is going to be the release one. So if enemy range is smaller than 1500, docking station release, limit 4 again. Okay, so we need to this one Q, we'll set it at a good range, and we'll take the Vulture. Let's see how that has done. Oh, 200 meter range. We'll set on 5 and 5 as a starting point. Has he managed to hook up with him? Yes, he has. Now we need to turn him around. Except we can only turn him that far. So we can only have him in front of us. Or we launch him backwards. Is there a problem with launching him backwards? No, because he needs to get range on his target anyway. So what's the closest we can have him? 10, 12, and the other one's going to have to be about 50. No, we're 52 and 12. Has everyone docked up? Just about. So we've got one more ship to launch, which is another SeaVulture. Save distance 12, whoops, 12, 200 meters, 5 and 5. Oh, that worked out not too bad. Okay. So there we have. Took a little while to get that all done, but that's them all docked. 8 ships docked on our carrier with various capabilities. Obviously you could now dock any ship. And if we just, if I come out of build mode and go to my chair, okay, so if we at spawn time, we'll just put everybody in a fleet. That's the easiest way. Just put them in with the carrier. Oh, where's the carrier? Right, SeaVulture. He's moving around. Right, Seadart. Carrier. Seadart. Carrier. See Harrier. Carrier. There we go. Now we're not too worried if they were to come out of the fleet, but okay, if we do the fleet, we spawn the whole fleet out, they all go crazy. That's part of it. Now we would need to really just make sure that they're not, okay, let's go to here, forces, Vulture, make sure, stop doing that, don't like this interface. No, I just selected one. Okay, try and select one. There we go. Right, you over there. Try and select one over there. Doesn't really matter where I'm putting these here, as long as they're not sort of in the vehicle itself. Let's just redo those vehicles once our carrier's in place, and then we'll do a spawn in, spawn out, and you can see what happens now. Obviously you could get these to be a lot closer, like that one over there. That's Sea Harrier, I'll put in there. Swordfish here, Vulture at the back, Swordfish over there for nosing. So I'm putting them sort of randomly around. I'm not going to be too specific. We can put them in. Okay, so they're all in the place. So now, and that one down there, that's Sea Harrier. I'll just put you there for out the way. What we could now do is when we spawn it in, they all get spawned in, and they all dock up. So this will be interesting to see what happens when they all dock up. So far, not too bad. Oh, that Sea Harrier's making a bit of a mess trying to get into his position. It was a bit close, and the other one comes in nicely. So it's just that one in the centre, which is sort of always a little bit. Oh, we got this swordfish is going to be trying to come in, not quite docking. Right, where are we on the map? Oh, we're coming in quite nicely back to our main spot. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. He's sort of getting there. So we got one swordfish which doesn't like to dock. Very well. But otherwise, that's a nice little platform. I quite like this. Okay, we've been going on long enough. Now it's time for battle testing. So that was the dock test. It sort of works, but a few little issues. Now let's put some enemies out there, some poor suckers, to make sure that they all disconnect. Now we'll just start with some deep water guard as a starting point, and we're going to have one of those, and let's go for a ribber home and a paddle gun, and a couple of planes, say a Shrike and a Duster and a couple of Doc Brombletons, and maybe an Atlas. Okay, then that's quite a fleet out there now. So all our ships should, oh, and they've just done all over the sea, over the ground. That's not fair for the marauders, poor little buggers. But all our ships are now launching, except for the darts, because they're possibly not in range. I'll just make sure that I did actually change that setting. Let's get in here. Oh, it's put me in the other, it's put me somewhere else. I didn't think I was in this ship. Okay, let's put myself in the carrier, walk to the chair, put me in the Harrier for some reason. Right, be in here. Are the darts now released? Oh, actually the darts have been released. They were just taking their time. And I put you on combat, kit carrier. So, okay, we're not here really to predict the effectiveness of our vehicles, but we want to make sure that they don't get close enough to take us out. What we will look at next though, so, okay, launching. So our launching system worked. They all launched okay from our system. We've got some flares being fired out now, because there's obviously some missiles within a reasonable range of us. Okay, that's fine. The Shrike seems to have got taken out. The Duster's going to be firing some missiles. Our defensive guns have kicked in at the front, giving him a little go, but that Shrike seems to have got taken out. He's got a wing missing off of him. So that's always good. Come out of build mode. So as you can see, all the shields came on as well. So our shields are active. We've got shielding all around. Some of it's angled, some of it's not. The reason some of the side ones are not angled generally our targets are going to be below us, so they're shooting at an angle anyway. So if I were to angle them downwards, I'd actually be giving them a flat surface rather than an angled surface. So it wasn't worth angling them. The same with the ones on the bottom. Unless you're directly below, you're going to be shooting this at an angle. So there's no point in putting additional angling in, because you're more likely just giving them a flat surface to shoot at. So be aware, think of that, think of where your target is that's going to be shooting you. Not too much shielding on the very front, but that's quite well armoured. Okay, our guns are doing quite nicely, and we're coming in there. Okay, I think this test is over. I'm just going to go and destroy all the enemy vehicles. Okay, so destroyed all of them, and what we can now do is say, let's just make sure that after a battle our guys come back into the docking okay. Looks like some of the ships have launched their missiles, which are a little bit late now, but it doesn't really matter. This wasn't intended as a test of the combat ability of the carrier ships, because obviously we could put any type of ship here, and I want to put different ships in here eventually. So now all of our ships should be returning to the docking system. There's obviously some items out there, so that's why we're launching flares. So our ships will come back and be repaired if they have any damage. So they went out quite far. We can see if so this is like an after combat recall test. Taking their time. Right, we'll come out here so that we can just see it all coming through. There we go. Interface off. That's the Vulture at the back. He's coming in nicely. The one dart is in position, so that's cool. That's looks like that Vulture's there is coming in quite nicely, and you can see that he's quite happily being repaired. There's obviously a few little repairs needed on that dart. Got a few hits on him by the looks of it, so he's getting repaired quite nicely. And the other dart, oh, this is where it starts going a little bit squirrely. One of those darts tried to go straight through our ship. You can see he's trying to basically pull us through. I'm going to leave it go to see what happens. That's not good. That's definitely not ideal. And now the other one's knocking them all over the place. This is the problem with the docking thing. It's not accurate enough in my view. I might put about that. It's sorry, can we improve the docking? Because you know that's just terrible. I'm going to have to. What I'm going to do is take out that Seadart. See if that will improve it. With these big ships as well, I mean, we're not docking small ships here. We're docking. Why the hell are you up there for? I have no idea why you're up there. Get back into here. Why would you be up there? I didn't tell you to go up there. Thank you. Go in there. There you go. Right. So has the rest of them? So yeah, okay. I think the rest of them have seemed to have come back in okay. So it was just that one Seadart. So we'll try bringing that Seadart back. See if he docks okay a second time. Yeah, see there, he's going around nicely. Why on that other one did he try to come over? He should have been trying to get to, you know, some sort of safe position. He was obviously trying to get to that point over there, but he did it by trying to go through my ship, which is just not good. There needs to be a rather than a safe area, there needs to be a danger area where you do not travel within this particular zone. You make sure you go out. The other simple one is he was within 200 meters. He should have been saying, right, I need to do a circle 200 meters out of here. So I go up, down, left, whatever I need to stay more than 200 meters away. Okay, final test here. Let me just, we are heading back this way, which is good. So just put our ship onto fleet move so it heads in that direction, because our next test is going to be testing the carrier's weaponry on his own. So I'm going to deselect all of them, and I'll actually take this one out of play as well, just to get him quickly back to the area. There. It'll be just quicker to get him into the sea. So I don't think it's worth going into the sea now. Allowing that, the intention for this is his weaponry is designed as close range support only. The intention is not to take out forces. Right, let's go onto my ship. Let's get the carrier on his own in. Where are we? Where is the carrier? Whoops, it's all the way up there. And why is he okay, let's not even ask questions. There we go. Right, we're in the seat. Okay, so first of all, aerial target. Let's say we've got an aerial target coming in against us. Let me just come here. We'll see how it performs from up here. X. What should we come in with? Deep water guard, planes. Let's just give it a Drake, Docked Gromelton, and a Drake, just to see how that performs. So the guns, we've got guns and missiles. I need to put him on combat mode. There we go. Guns and missiles. Now he will try to turn away. He doesn't want to. He will try to keep distance. Everything should start firing at around 500 meters. We've got a missile coming in, so that's our flares have activated, and you can see their missile went for the flares. Guns, machine guns are firing at that target quite nicely. He's taken a fair bit of damage. There's the duster coming in as well. Our missiles have also fired. So Dock Gromelton took a fair wodge of damage there. And are they having to go into second thing? Oh, some of his missiles went through, I think. Or did they go for flares? They did. We took some damage there, I think. Oh, no. It looks like they did miss us, and they did get taken through by the flares. Excellent. We're firing a couple more. Are they going for flares, or are they going for us? They might be going for us. Yes, they did go for us on that one there. Okay, we took a bit of damage. Yeah, okay, that's the thing. Are we repairing? How deep is that damage? Not excessive. Looks like it might have taken out some of the flares. It could even have been going for the fact that the flares were launching, but that's been repaired in pretty quickly, which is excellent. Okay, that's generally taken out. Let's try some different enemies. Let's try some white flayers, because they are the ones we are up against. So let's try a stinger and a harpoon. One thing I didn't actually check to make sure I'm not on I'm not on any weapons. Good. So the guns, machine guns, are working quite well. You can see they are getting reasonable hits there on the wings and the body, just to do that sort of damage against him. Now I'm not going to put him against some of the really big ships, because I mean, to be honest, the idea is that the carrier planes would be going against whatever the ships are that are supposed to be you know, he's supposed to be against. So okay, they've taken that out. Where's the Stinger? Stinger's down there somewhere as well. So yeah, okay. Defensively took them out quite nicely. Oh, there's the Stinger. Stinger's just down there, just going under where the harpoon is. So he's not really designed as an offensive tank. He's got these guns, but he's more repairability and etc. So that's it. His shield's gone off. He feels that he is safe. Excellent. And a ship, without going silly sort of size, marrow pulper. That could be a good one to do. I think you shouldn't get close enough for some of these. Some that might be quick is something like a charger. These guys might get a bit close. Okay, so he's. I'm not expecting them to really take these guys out easily. It's not what they're designed to do. But if they did for some reason, he's having a go. I want to see how defensive he is against someone like a marrow pulper and that when they start shooting at him, rather than the offense. Now, by the looks of it, they've already had a go at that marrow pulper. Seems to be having a bit of a problem. I.e., he's no longer. He's not certainly not firing at us. So is he actually moving? Let's go and have a look. Yeah, the marrow pulpers fairly much got taken out there, which is good. So we just got this charger, which would be a more difficult target for him. But again, I just want to see the defences working. We are firing. Oops, they're still having to go with that marrow pulper at the moment. Seem to be concentrating on the marrow pulper first, which is fine. Just fine for the moment. And oh no, the big ones. One of the guns has changed. They've changed to the charger, so they're having a go at the charger as well now. Now the missiles are designed for air targets only. I did actually give them a minimum height, so they will not fire at these ground targets. They'll be left for aircraft only. That was intentional. As I say, normally we'd have a ship. So if I just bring in, say, Sea Harrier, and maybe a Dart, just as some defences, they should go after that target. Don't know where the Sea Harrier is. Oh, there's the Sea Harrier. Sea Harrier's down there. Okay. So they should now go after those items for him. But generally, yeah, he survived. It's not like he just got taken out. Would I be putting him against someone like a Retaliator or a Jim? No, that's not his role. He is here as defence. Oh, look at how far that charger's got. How many squares away is he? He's already in another square. We've said about this problem before with them, that they don't keep the square and then they start pulling in other ships. But anyway, that's campaign problems. We're not in a campaign, we're designing ships, which is much more fun. I enjoy designing ships. Okay, so generally it's working. Hopefully you will like this build. You can obviously manipulate this as you would feel. I'm gonna be working making some more modifications to this. I'll put this up on the Steam workshop, but I will make some more modifications to this. One thing I'm going to do is put some armour in here, because obviously these are going to get blown up, but I am going to put a spawner. Once we make some small fleet vessel, a very small one, general purpose fleet vessel, I will do it. Oh no, see, this is a good thing. You see, because the that enemy ship has gone further away than these, it was you. You are useless. You can't even see the sign of how to dock. Why go through the ship? Are you mental? Sorry. because the enemy ship has gone further away than a certain distance, it's recalled them. Rather than chasing at that all the way across the map, it's basically pulled everything back to the central battle. And I think that's a plus point. That's a definitely good plus point in keeping everything within a contained area. So that could be good for us. Also means, you know, it'll pull him back into for repairs, etc. So okay, there's a couple of good points in that. Okay, what was I saying about this ship? Yes, I'll put it up on Steam as it is now. Things you could do is you could change whatever you like on it. Obviously, you could put maybe more docking stations. You could, if you want to dock smaller vessels, you might want to put more docking areas in. Bit more healing. You might want to change it from a carrier into a more offensive ship, and you could increase these cannons a bit. And also the missile systems. There is plenty of room to put some, say, either forward or side firing missiles in here, some more missile systems to do slightly more offensive. But yeah, my design here was purely as a carrier come repair ship, and that was its aim. So hopefully it made sense. If not, leave me any comments of your ideas. But until next time, have fun.